Welcome to TCC Webcasting. I'm Zach.
I'm Dan.
Lately we've been doing a new format, Director's Choice. So that's why our last couple shows have been really unique. What's been going on, Dan?
Oh boy, have they been unique. We've had, such groundbreaking shows like What Does Vinny Do, where we watch him eat. And then we watch Adam and Derek eat in the Known as Challenge episode. So, real nail biters those are.
And somehow here we are hosting the show.
Without any food. This is...
I won't stoop that low.
Tastes good.
Well,
Good writing.
today we're going to be talking about, on this day in history, April 17th, the day we're shooting this, what happened in time. So we've got a couple things in politics that happened on April 17th. In 1939, Stalin signs the British-France-Russian anti-Nazi pact.
That sounds great. Nobody likes Nazis.
Right.
I'm not going to say the same joke because it fell flat last time.
Yep.
Right. Sorry. 1969, Sirhan is convicted of assassinating Senator Robert F. Kennedy.
That's true. Also the coolest villain name in all of history.
So I forgot what I said last time, but it's so nice.
A
name's so nice. He named himself twice. Right. Thank you.
Sports was also big throughout time, I guess, because way back
There's a butt ton of things that happened between like 1892 and 1987.
So over 100 years, almost.
Yeah.
So the first Sunday baseball game in the National League, the Reds beat the Cardinals 5-1. Coincidentally, the Reds opened the season with a Sunday game for years until just recently, so that became a tradition.
Oh, that's nice of them. The Bears win their first NFL game, beating the New York Giants 23-21.
Very nice. Our own Wrigley Field here in Chicago is very old, but not as old as Fenway.
Those
Red Sox.
Those guys.
Those guys.
Stealing our thunder.
Their new park opened today in 1934.
Sweet. Moving on to other things that happen. Let's see. Is that Jerry?
Jerry Mock, I think.
Jerry Mock becomes the first one to fly solo around the world, not to be confused with
Amelia Earhart,
who disappeared and was abducted by aliens.
May or may not have flown around the world. We won't know.
Disappeared forever.
But Jerry Mock is saying
she's mocking Earhart. Let's see. We got Ford Mustang, formally introduced this year. It was only really $2,368 for that.
That sounds amazing.
I would buy 7.
Dan would buy 7 of them. Dan, I happen to know that you really like Ford Mustangs.
The last statement would imply so.
So we're going to do this new segment in response to Adam's Grind My Gear segments called Tickles My Fancy. And Dan's going to tell us what tickles his fancy.
Well, this really tickles my fancy.
You tell me about it.
All right. Well, ask me some things that might tickle my fancy.
The Ford Mustang, for example.
Oh, that totally tickles my fancy. Specifically, the 1971 Shelby.
How about Captain America?
That very much tickled my fancy, especially Black Widow.
All right. What about sleeping?
That always tickles my fancy. Have you seen me in class lately?
Yep, that is true. He likes to sleep. What about fluffy cupcakes?
I love fluffy cupcakes. They're so fluffy and cup.
What about jazz music?
Oh, I love jazz music, specifically bebop. It makes you sit down and listen to what the instrumentalist has to say. Used to play trombone, you know.
I did not know that.
Yes, you do now.
I do now, and that tickles Dan's fancy. What about poning noobs?
Oh, a quiet night, poning noob, sitting on the chair, sitting back, saying, "Ha ha! Take that! Your mother did nefarious things in the past, and you have questionable character." These are the things I fancy.
These are the things.
These are the things that tickle my fancy. All over the place.
Well, Dan, this has been a great show. Director's Choice is always fun. We've got more shows coming up.
We have, I have no idea who's directing next, but yeah.
Me either.
Should be a fun few shows. Semester's winding down, so, things get a little cray-cray.
For those of you who have been searching for us on social media sites, all the social media sites that Derek and Richard mentioned, we are not on all of those, I do not think.
No, we're on like 3.
But we are on Twitter, we are on the Facebook, and we are on YouTubes.
Yep. So I'm Dan.
I'm Zach. TCC Webcasting. Join us next time.
Pounding all the noobs, blowing up all the cars.